Howdy, folks. How is the sound? How's the lighting? How is everything? Let me know. And how are you today? And most importantly, considering the topic of today's quiz, how confident are you on 90s culture? We're going to be doing a quiz on like films, cartoon shows, and music from the 90s. Yes, this is a quiz I tried to do before Streamlabs screwed me over. It was the stream I tried to do actually, and then Streamlabs was like, nope. So here's the retry. Listy says, slips my Top of the Pop CD into my Discman. Oh, dang. Puts on my slap bracelet. Dang. Making me feel old. And shakes out my feathered hair. I'm ready. Hello, Billy. Greetings, Evan. Evan's just had a nice nap an hour ago. I had a nice nap as well. And naps are kind of a gamble, because you're either going to wake up feeling like, total refreshed, or you're going to feel like, you just don't know. Hello, the Soda Engines. Listy Rimsey asks Oasis or Blur. Definitely Blur. I love Damon Albarn. You're talking to a Gorillaz fan, come on. So yeah, I prefer Blur. I mean, like, I listened to Blur more than Oasis as a kid, if I'm honest. Yeah, I paid attention more to Blur. And I've never really been fond of that fond of Oasis, and it doesn't help that when I was a teenager, my brother recorded a cover of Oasis's Wonderwall in a recording studio, and like I had to tag along, and like I was there for the whole day just hearing my brother warble that same song all day, so it kind of put me off Oasis. So Evan says 5 out of 10 confident. Oh. Is anyone here that's actually born in the 90s? I was born in 1990, so I experienced the whole 90s. Leah says, I'm not expecting to do well on this, but should be a nostalgia trip. Yeah, I think that's the main thing you can take out of this. It's going to be very nostalgic if you grew up with the 90s. Billy asks, what is Blur? Blur is a British band who was very famous during the 90s. They're still going, I think, but Damon is much more focused on Gorillaz and other projects. Evan, even better. Today is my graduation from high school. Congratulations, Evan. Listy, I have some huge gaps in my knowledge because I was never a mainstream kid, but I hope I'll do okay. Billy, I wonder if Adam Sandler will be featured in this quiz. You might. I wrote this quiz like a month ago, so I don't even know what's on this quiz. There's probably some like mistakes in there and everything because it's been like a month. Billy says, I was born in 95. That's a great year to be born. Everyone was born in 2003. Wow. Ooh. This might be tricky for you then. Maybe. Billy says, you're Jammy, I'm American. American. Okay. You should be okay. Again, it's not gonna... Oh, you're talking about Blur. Yeah, Blur's kind of more well-known like to like indie fans or to like Britpop fans or just British people that were around in the 90s. If I'm honest. Damon's a bit more well-known for Gorillaz. So yeah, we'll start the quiz very, very, very soon. As you've noticed, well, I don't know if you have noticed, but I'm in my Max Goof drip. So on my birthday a few years ago, I actually cosplayed as Max Goof, and I thought, you know what, doing the 90s quiz, let's bring him out again. Let's bring out the strip again. And here's what's really interesting. I didn't even know this until I started the stream, but today is Goofy's 90th birthday, so this is my way of celebrating. We're going to do a quiz on the era where Goofy peaked. Billy says, I love me some UK stuff. Excellent. Listy, I'm from the 80s, but this does not mean I'll do well. No, I get you. No, I get you. I see, 1990 was a weird year to be born, because... I had like the scraps of the 80s there. So like for like half of my childhood, it was almost like I was an 80s kid and a 90s kid. It was like yeah, it's really strange. So like I grew up with 80s kind of things, but I was also watching the 90s kind of like come in. So yeah, 1990 was a weird year to be born. But not as strange as the fact that my birthday has a load of 9s in it. 19th of September, the 9th month of 1990. A lot of 9s. Soda Entrance says they were born in 96. I'm glad that Listy is the oldest one here for once. I'm not the one that feels the oldest. Evan, you have a Max Goof costume. Maybe Vivi could be Roxanne. I think she would be down for that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think she's even seen Goofy movie yet. But yeah, she could probably do Roxanne. Yeah, I have a blue cap. What I also made for the costume was I had a blue cap and I stuck like dog ears to them and I like painted my nose black. I don't have the full cosplay, just a little subtle Max Goof cosplay. Billy, damn, Goofy should be elderly by now. Oh hell yeah. Listy, a Goofy movie is painfully 90s. I love it. It's super 90s. Billy, Michelle Dockery, James Bond, Daisy Edgar Jones, Hugh McGregor, etc. Billy, how old would Max be since Goofy is 96? I have no idea. I have no idea. I think in terms of Goofy canon, Goofy's meant to have like another son before Max. I think. I can't remember, so that's kind of weird to think about. Anyway, let us begin the quiz. Okay, so before we begin, please keep in mind, do not put answers in chat. It is very rude to people in chat that have come for a challenge, and it's rude to me as a quiz master. If you want to join the quiz, click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat. You can usually find it by hovering your mouse over the stream player to find it, and then click allow access and grant permission. Okay. Leo says April 95, can't tell if that makes me oldest or not. There seems to be a lot of like 95, 96 going around here, so you're kind of like the same as everyone else, really. Leo, they'd both be dead in dog years. Why do you have to ruin it, Leo? We're like, it's so wholesome, it's Goofy's birthday, and Leo's like, he's dead. And his son's dead. Thanks, Leo. Billy, another thing about the 90s, I love 90s teen movies as well. See, I didn't really grow up with many 90s teen movies, just like 2000s teen movies. The Soda Engines, basically I grew up watching the things from the 90s evolve into the 2000s while being huge OB Thunderbirds. Billy, like She's All That in American Pie. Yeah, the first teen movie I watched was Scary Movie. That's kind of when I started watching teen movies. I wasn't really ready for teen movies till like I was like 15 or something. Well, according to my mum. My mum was very protective when it came to the stuff I watched. So, if Goofy can survive those accidents, he can survive old age. CeeLo, Goofy's still alive. Okay, so one more time for everyone that missed the instructions. Please do not put answers to questions in chat. If you want to take part in the quiz, if you want to like contribute your answers, you can join by clicking the QuizKit logo on the side of chat, which you can usually find by hovering a mouse over the stream player, and then click allow access and grant permission, and I will get things started on my end. Not much to really do on my end. Billy, were you a fan of the American Pie movies, the theatrical films, actually? I was when I was a teenager. I don't know how well they hold up now, but like when I was a teenager, I loved them. Me and my mates loved watching American Pie 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's begin. You should be getting an instruction image at the moment, which is pretty much everything I've just told you anyway. But like, as far as I know, they don't tell the instructions very well, so I have to do it for them. Okay, question 1. Who performed Macarena? Was it Ricky Martin, Enrique Iglesias, Los Del Rio, or Lou Bega? So question 1, who performed Macarena? Was it Ricky Martin, Enrique Iglesias, Los Del Rio, or Lou Bega? Very apologetic if I mispronounced any of those. Again, I don't know what questions are in this quiz, so I didn't know what to like practice pronouncing, I'm afraid. I have no idea what we're in for. I can remember like a few questions, but not all of them. So the answer was Los Del Rio. Los Del Rio did the Macarena. Hello, Kiki 22EE. I don't know what you're linking there, sorry, I can't watch it right now. Okay, so question 2. Which of the following video games was not released in the 90s? GoldenEye, Half-Life, Contra, or Crash Bandicoot? So which of the following games was not released in the 90s? Was it GoldenEye, Half-Life, Contra, or Crash Bandicoot? Can someone, one of the admins, find out if this Kiki is spamming or not? I'm a little concerned. So the answer was Contra. Contra didn't come out in the 90s, as far as I remember. I think it came out in the 80s. My jacket matches my hat. It does, yeah. That's why I sometimes wear the Max Goof jacket for videos. Fits the branding. Very convenient. Question 3. What was the name of the lobster Beaner babies? Like, there was a really, really popular lobster Beaner baby that had like a misprint on it. That's what made it so valuable. Was its name Pinchers, Lobby, Snappers, or Claude? So what was the name of the lobster Beaner baby? Was it Pinchers, Lobby, Snappers, or Claude? The answer is Pinchers. Pinchers. I'm having very varied answers right now from people. It's hard to really comment on, like, people's answers. Okay, question 4 coming up. Question 4. Who played Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask? Was it Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley, or Ben Stiller? So yeah, we're on the easy round at the moment. First 10 questions are easy, second 10 questions are medium, last 10 questions are hard. So question 4, who played Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask? Was it Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley, or Ben Stiller? This is going to be one of the more easy ones. Yeah, these are all going to be very kind of easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kind of warms you up into the quiz. Okay, so the answer was Jim Carrey. You all got that right. Well done. Be glad it wasn't a question on Son of Mask. Okay, on to question 5. Question 5, halfway through the easy round. In Hey Arnold, what is the name of the city that Arnold lives in? Is it Bush Tree, Grassburg, Rhodesville, or Hillwood? So question 5, in Hey Arnold, what is the name of the city that Arnold lives in? Bush Tree, Grassburg, Rhodesville, or Hillwood? See, I didn't even remember that being mentioned in the show, if I'm honest. Now I've watched Hey Arnold a lot. So I don't know where Hillwood even comes from. So yeah, Hillwood was the answer. I think I gave the answer away, I just realized. Sorry. Question 6. Which of the following was not a real... Who of the following was not a real Spice Girl? Ginger Spice, Punk Spice, Sporty Spice, or Scary Spice? So question 6. Which of the following was not a real Spice Girl? Ginger Spice, Punk Spice, Sporty Spice, or Scary Spice? Which of those wasn't real Spice Girl? I was like obsessed with Spice Girls as a kid, by the way. Like they got big like when I was like 6 or 7, so like they were perfect for me. And the answer was Punk Spice. Glad you're enjoying the stream, Soda Engines, despite not being able to play. Question 7. Who were the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Gold and Silver? Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile, or Turtwig, Chimdar, and Piplup. So question 7. Who were the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Gold and Silver? Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile, or Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup? The answer was Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Nobody picked it. Nobody picked them. Oh, wow. I hope that's the correct answer, by the way. Again, this quiz was made a month ago. Question 8. Who was the first ever Blue Ranger in Power Rangers? Jason Lee Scott, Zack Taylor, Billy Cranston, or Kimberly Hart? So question 8. Who was the first ever Blue Ranger in Power Rangers? Jason Lee Scott, Zack Taylor, Billy Cranston, or Kimberly Hart? I was mad obsessed with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mad obsessed. I had the toys and everything. I wanted to be a Power Ranger. Question 8. The answer was Billy Cranston. Billy Cranston. Most went for Jason Lee Scott. Okay, so question 9. Almost at the end of the easy round. Finish these Fresh Prince lyrics. Now this is the story all about how my life got flipped, turned, upside down, inside out, spun around, reversed sideways. Okay, Leah, at least we know what the link is to. Okay, so the answer is upside down. The answer is upside down. I have very strong memories of watching, when I was a kid, during the 90s, watching The Simpsons at 6 p.m. on BBC Two, and then afterwards it'd be Fresh Prince. That's my strongest memory of Fresh Prince. Question 10. Which year is the Iron Giant set during? 1955, 1961, 1957, or 1950? So question 10, last question of the easy round. Which year is the Iron Giant set during? 1955, 1961, 1957, or 1950? This is a very specific question. I know that numbers questions can be kind of tricky. But the answer is 1957. 1957. Very, 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 very varied. Very, very varied answers for that one. Okay, so question 11. With the lights out, it's dangerous are lyrics from which 90s song? Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Wonderwall by Oasis, Everlong by Foo Fighters. So at the moment we're on the medium round, by the way. So question 11. With the lights out, it's dangerous are lyrics from which 90s song? Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Wonderwall by Oasis, or Everlong by Foo Fighters? The answer is Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. By the way, if you've just joined the stream, if you want to join the quiz, if you want to take part in the quiz, you click the QuizKit logo on the side of chat, which you can find by hovering a mouse over the stream player, and click Allow Access and grant permission. Please do not put answers in chat. Cheers. Question 12. Which company sold the Tickle Me Elmo toys? Tonka, Tyco Toys, Mattel, or Hasbro? So question 12. Which company sold the Tickle Me Elmo toys? Tonka, Tyco Toys, Mattel, or Hasbro? How well do you know your toy companies? There are fans out there that pay attention to that kind of thing. Was it Tonka, Tyco, Mattel, or Hasbro? The answer is Tyco. Ooh, majority of you went for Tyco. Okay, question 13 coming up. Question 13. Which of the following is not a real stage in Super Mario 64? Hazy Maze Cave, Wet Dry World, Cascade Kingdom, or Jolly Roger Bay? So question 13, which of the following is not a real stage in Super Mario 64? Is it Hazy Maze Cave, Wet Dry World, Cascade Kingdom, or Jolly Roger Bay? Which of those is not a stage in Super Mario 64 for the N64? The answer is Cascade Kingdom. Most went for Wet Dry World, probably because it doesn't sound like a world in Super Mario, but it is. Okay, so next question. Question 14. You're Gonna Die Clown is from which 90s Adam Sandler movie? The Waterboy, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, or Happy Gilmore? I remember early on someone was asking if this was going to be Sandler questions. Here you go. Here's your Sandler question. So question 14. You're Gonna Die Clown is from which 90s Adam Sandler movie? The Waterboy, Billy Madison, Big Daddy, or Happy Gilmore? In which film does Sandler threaten a clown? The answer is Happy Gilmore. Nobody went for Happy Gilmore. Oh dear. Okay, so we're on to question 15 next, which means we are halfway through this quiz. Question 15. Which of these singers was not a member of the Backstreet Boys? A.G. McLean, Kevin Richardson, Lance Bass, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, or Brian Littrell? So question 15. Which of these singers was not a member of the Backstreet Boys? A.G. McLean, Kevin Richardson, Lance Bass, or Brian Littrell? I suggest people check out this really good documentary by Lance Bass, by the way, called, I think it's called The Boy Band Con Story or something like that. It's like about Lou Pearlman. Go check it out. It's really, really scary and interesting. Leo, the quiz is making me realize and dread how far away the 90s are now. The answer was Lance Bass. Oh, no, that was when I say Kevin Richardson, I didn't mean Kevin Michael Richardson. They're different people. There's Kevin Richardson, there's Kevin Michael Richardson. Question 16. In the original Resident Evil video game, what did STAR stand for? Super transformation and rigid submissions, style, tasks and routine sabotages, special tactics and rescue service, or cipher technology and radioactive solutions. I'm not reading those again. The answer was special tactics and rescue service. Most of you went for that one. Okay, on to question 17. 17. Question 17. How many US viewers did the first ever Simpsons episode have? 30 million, 35.2 million, 45 million, or 26.7 million? So, how many viewers did the first ever Simpsons episode have? 30 million, 35.2 million, 45 million, or 26.7 million? Which one? How many do you think? How many do you guess? And here's a question. What was the first ever Simpsons episode you saw? How far back do you go? Because I remember, the earliest episode I remember was the one with the three-eyed fish. So the answer was 35.2 million. No, it wasn't, sorry. It was 26.7 million. It was 26.7 million. And nobody clicked it. Okay, so on to question 18. Which country was the 90s Europop band Aqua from? Finland, Denmark, Sweden, or Germany? So question 18. Which country was the 90s Europop band Aqua from? Finland, Denmark, Sweden, or Germany? So Europop, Aqua were based the band that did Barbie Girl and Dr. Jones and stuff like that. So which country were they from, though? The answer is Denmark. They were Danish. Okay, we're getting very close to the end of the medium round. We're getting to the territory of the hard round soon. Okay, so question 19. In Space Jam, what is the name of Schwackhammer's theme park? Idiotland, Planet Stupidity, Dumb Rock, or Moron Mountain? So question 19. In Space Jam, what is the name of Schwackhammer's theme park? Is it Idiotland, Planet Stupidity, Dumb Rock, or Moron Mountain? Do you remember the name of the theme park? The villain's theme park. So Dangerous. This is my first Simpsons episode. I probably remember was a Series 1 episode. The answer was Moron Mountain. Moron Mountain. You all got it correct, by the way. Well done. On to question 20. Last question of the medium round. Question 22-0. Question 20 is, your job's a joke, you're broke, your life's going DOA, are lyrics from which 90s TV theme song? Family Matters, Third Rock from the Sun, Friends, or Full House? Leo says, is it weird this is the first time I've heard the villain's name, or at least spoken clearly enough to see what it is? No, I get you. I sometimes forget what his name was, and I've reviewed the film several times. The answer is Friends, and you all got it correct. Surprised that ended up in the medium round. That's kind of an easy question, particularly if you watch Friends a lot. Okay, so question 21 coming up, which means we're on the hard round. Question 21. When was a Goofy movie released? April the 7th, 1995, June the 9th, 1996, May the 8th, 1995, or July the 10th, 1994? Leo says the lyrics also include. So yeah, when was the Goofy movie released? Was it April the 7th, 1995, June the 9th, 1996, or May the 8th, 1995, or July the 10th, 1994? The answer was April the 7th, 1995. Bit of a split with that one, but it was April the 7th, 1995. Damn it, now I've got the Friends theme song stuck in my head. Question 22. What was the peak position for Eminem's My Name Is in the US Billboard Hot 100? Was it 15, 25, 5, or 36? So question 22. What was the peak position for Eminem's My Name Is in the US Billboard Hot 100? Was it 15, 25, 5, or 36? Which one? Well, it was 36. 36. Surprised that was the peak. I remember that song being like everywhere. My name is. Okay, That's all I can say. Don't want to get DMCA'd. My name is Slim Shady. Question 23. What was the biggest selling 90s PS1 video game? Was it Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy VII, or Tekken 3? So question 23. Which was the biggest selling 90s PS1 video game? Was it Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy VII, or Tekken 3? Which of those games on PS1 during the 90s was the biggest selling? The answer is Gran Turismo. Everyone picked Crash Bandicoot, but it was actually Gran Turismo. It's always the one you least expect when it comes to video game facts. It's weird. Okay, so on to question 24. Question 24. When did Furbies first come out? 1999, 1998, 1996, or 1997? So, question 24. When did Furbies first come out? Was it 1999, 1998, 1996, or 1997? I did have a Furby as a kid. I really loved it. And I remember like some of my friends saying, hey, you can teach it to speak and stuff, and all those rumors. I fell for a lot of the Furby rumors. Okay, question. Yeah, so the answer was 1998, and nobody picked it. It was 1998. Most went for 1997, so you were close. You were definitely close. I remember when they sold. I remember one time they sold like mini Furbies for McDonald's as well. I've got a strong memory of that. Can't remember when they did it though. Question 25. Who was the voice of Principal Prickly in Recess? Don Rickles, Ernest Borgnine, Daphne Coleman, or Brian Doyle Murray? So question 25. Who was the voice of Principal Prickly in Recess? Don Rickles, Ernest Borgnine, Daphne Coleman, or Brian Doyle Murray? Now this is a real test of your Recess knowledge. And the answer is Daphne Coleman. It's Daphne Coleman. I don't blame people for picking the others because I do remember like trying to pick actors that sounded a little like Daphne Coleman in some way. Question 26. When was Destiny's Child founded? 1993, 1990, 1991, or 1992? So question 26. When was Destiny's Child founded? Was it 1993, 1990, 1991, or 1992? Destiny's Child. Who I think weren't they Beyonce's band? I made this quiz and I don't even know. There's a lot of things I don't remember or I don't know when it comes to popular things. The answer was 1990, the year I was born. Wow, that's going quite far back. Question 27. Who invented the Polly Pocket toy line? Was it Yuko Shimizu, Ruth Handler, Chris Wiggs, or Donald Levine? So question 27. Who invented the Polly Pocket toy line? Was it Yuko Shimizu, Ruth Handler, Chris Wiggs, or Donald Levine? I think these are all actual like toy inventors. They're not just a bunch of like fake names and the real one. They're all real people that are like, yeah. The answer was Chris Wiggs. Chris Wiggs was the inventor of Polly Pocket. I think he was actually British. Okay, so question 28. 28, when it loads. Question 28. Who directed Deep Impact from 1998? Was it Tony Scott, Michael Bay, Roland Emmerich, or Mimi Leder? So question 28. Who directed Deep Impact from 1998? Was it Tony Scott, Michael Bay, Roland Emmerich, or Mimi Leder? I don't know how to say your last name, Mimi. I'm very sorry, Mimi. All possible directors of a film like Deep Impact, but who was it? So the answer was Mimi Leder. I knew everyone's go for Roland Emmerich because Deep Impact has such a Roland Emmerich thing going for it. But it was Mimi Leder. Probably like the least known director out of that list. Question 29. Who was the voice of Ed in the English dub of Cowboy Bebop? Was it Felice Sampler, Veronica Taylor, Melissa Farn, or Lisa Yamanaka? So question 29. Who was the voice of Ed in the English dub of Cowboy Bebop? Was it Felice Sampler, Veronica Taylor, Melissa Farn, or Lisa Yamanaka? I think this is me just trying to throw in at least one anime question for this quiz at the last minute. The answer was Melissa Farn, and most of you got it right. Well done indeed. Those are all anime voice actresses, I think. I mean, Veronica Taylor's a voice for Ash Ketchum. Last question of the quiz. Final question. Question 30. When was Final Fantasy VIII released? Was it May the 14th, 1998, February the 11th, 1999, April the 13th, 1999, or March the 12th, 1998? So when was Final Fantasy VIII released? Was it May the 14th, 1998, February the 11th, 1999, April the 13th, 1999, or March the 12th, 1998? The answer was the February the 11th of 1999, and nobody picked it. Everyone went for March the 12th, 1998. So that was the last question. We're going to find out the winners of this quiz. In first place is Listy Rimsey. In second place is Dominic Boo 1. In third place is contestant 1. In fourth place is contestant 7. In fifth place is Leo Mitchell Art. In sixth place is Jandy Girl 30. In seventh place is 14 Khan. And in eighth place is Evan J. Sims. Congratulations, Listy Rimsey. Listy, I feel like you had an advantage considering that you were born before all of us. Yeah, yeah. Even Listy knows this. Okay, so before I head off, I'm going to give you all an opportunity to give me your suggestions for what quiz topics I can put in the poll for next week's Twitch quiz. Any suggestions at all, I'll hear them out. Can't guarantee that they'll end up on the poll, but I'll listen, I'll take them in. I tend to try to go for topics that would be trending or popular. Then we can have more players then. It's more fun when we've got loads and loads of people taking part. But yeah, once again, congratulations Listy Rimsey for being the 90s champion of my Twitch. Let me know what your nominations are for next week's Twitch quiz poll. Yeah, I've been looking at the scores now. A lot of people are in minuses. Dang, it must have been a hard quiz. So we've got someone suggesting Cartoon Saloon or Adam Sandler or Happy Madison. 14 Concerts animated movie quiz. That's maybe a bit too broad. But Cartoon Saloon, we've been trying to get that to win for so long now. I think maybe since I started doing Twitch quizzes. We tried to get Cartoon Saloon to win. But yeah, any other nominations? Suggestions that I could put on the poll? Let me know in chat. Before I head off, I'm going to be finally finishing, a brand new top 5 best and worst video. Jandy Gill says, can't wait for the next quiz. Glad you're excited already. Fantastic. Listy, coffee quiz, types of coffee. Ways to serve coffee, too niche. Oh, I'd love that quiz, but yeah, it's a bit too niche. I mean, that does make me think that I've not really done a food quiz before, so maybe a food-related topic would be interesting. 14 Con animated or cartoon live-action quiz. So live-action cartoons, maybe. That would have been a good quiz to do as soon as Chip and Dale came out. Right, I'm going to take one more suggestion and then I've got to head off. I mean, it's really boiling in here in my room right now, and I have to turn the fan off so it's not too noisy, so I want to put my fan back on as soon as possible. Listed junk food quiz. Oh, nice. I like the sound of that, actually. That'd be interesting. You know what, that'd be kind of good to do round about that time, because the Bob's Burgers movie comes out very soon, round about now, in a couple of days even. So yeah, I could do a junk food quiz. That'd be fun. Anyway, gotta go. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. Hope you're happy. Hope you're smiling. Oh, just got another nomination, science fiction quiz. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Goodbye. I'm gonna try and use that fan to be able to breathe again.